Welcome back, tribe. Got a video here. It says international Tinder swindler preying on vulnerable women. Of course, it's a man preying on vulnerable women. But how many women are literally getting men to buy them things, play them, DM me, $50, $100 if you want to go out on a date, basically prostituting themselves in one way or another just to get a man, just for a man to even get acknowledged. So that's not taking advantage, but we got this Tinder swindler. I don't know what he did exactly. Let's find out.
Met each other, yet an online viral video brought them together. They say Cass's wild story about her ex Marcus struck a chord with them because it turns out they all dated him.
There he is.
He was very charming. He was tall, dark, handsome.
He told me that he was working as a civil engineer, that he was a pilot in the Air Force, that he was a soldier in the Australian Army.
These women thought they'd found their Prince Charming in Marcus Bennett.
And yeah, when I met him, I was just like, wow, I've hit the jackpot.
You almost feel like you should be in awe of this man.
But their fairy tales didn't come with a happy ending. Because Marcus Bennett isn't real.
Why am I looking at a photo of this guy with a name I don't recognize, with an age that's different, with a nationality that's different?
Oh my gosh, who do I have? Who is living in my house? Who is sleeping with me in my bed?
That's going on.
You see, he's just playing the game just like women. Fake photos, done up profiles, making their life seem better than it actually is, and getting women to buy and pay for absolutely everything. He's targeting a certain kind of woman too. You notice they're lower level. They're not in their prime. They're thirsty for attention. It seems like the perceived value for him versus them is so much higher. Like, this guy's everything. He looked like a fucking pilot. He looked like a Marine. He looks like, he's this, that, and the other. And it's like for women that are in their position, at that level, used up, old, full of fucking plastic surgery, don't got any good quality men around, probably lower level intelligence, the bottom of the barrel genetic pooling, right? Let's just be fucking real and call it what it is. Past 30, used up, call it what, I don't give a fuck. I don't care to be politically correct on this anymore. The wall smashed into them at 1,000 miles per hour and they're full of the, 1,000 cocks there. That's what it is. I'm being honest. It may come off as brutal. What else do you call it when you see these women that got played? Do you think this guy was knee deep in some 20-year-old poon or something, like a chick in her prime, absolutely hot, getting attention from, every single man that comes in their vicinity? No, dude, he's targeting a specific kind. Targeting. Can't even call it targeting. That already comes off weird. What he's actually doing is just like picking the low-hanging fruit. It's just the easiest. These women are absolutely going to give it up because of the perceived value difference. It is what it is. And women do this shit all the time with guys. But no, they don't make documentaries on like stupid men giving up their money or getting played online by women.
When Cassandra Taulaki met Marcus Bennett, a 31-year-old civil engineer and veteran, it felt like a match made in heaven.
This is a really great guy.
Mm-hmm.
We get along really well. We have same values and morals. And
so I
just thought he was great. I thought I was really lucky to meet someone like this.
Marcus told Cass he was working in Dubai at the time, but had returned to Australia for a holiday.
I thought he was very intelligent because he had a civil engineer job that he would tell me a lot about. And he told me he went to the military when he was 18 and served for 10 years or something, had photos and stories of that time in the military.
A single mum, Cass was cautious of...
A single mom, bro, you can't make this shit up. I swear to you, it's almost like once you learn the game, it's almost like having a crystal fucking ball where you can see I have the Palantir. I do. I'm looking in and seeing the future. How does it always fucking happen? Always, bro. Always. They can call you everything in the world, but never a fucking liar, dude. He's never wrong. That's crazy.
Who she let into her life.
I was very clear with what I was looking for.
Fucking unbelievable.
He was very clear at coming forward as being that kind of man.
Cass says Marcus told her he had 4 brothers, one of whom would regularly contact her, at times asking for money.
G'day, Cass. Heinrich here, Marcus's older bro. His birthday's in April. We're going to chip in for his tattoo. I think he has $900 left.
He's saying to me, Our parents are so excited to meet you. We're going to organise a dinner. Let me know when you guys are free. Like, this is the date they get back.
As their romance blossomed, Cass claims Marcus was quick to move into her home where she lived with her 8-year-old son. And this is when she began supporting him financially.
Oh,
How
my
much money
God.
do you think you lent him?
Thousands. At one point,
Jeez.
my card was on his phone.
Did it ever strike you as bizarre that a civil engineer, seemingly very successful man, had no money?
I think I just...
The question should be, don't you think it's bizarre that a civil engineer, a very successful man, is even talking to a single mother? Do these women not ask themselves, why would a man in his position even give a single mother a chance when he can have any other woman because he's successful, good looking, the dude's got some fucking quads on him, clearly he works out, and he looks like he has an interesting life, at least from his profile, lying or not. Why would you, as a single mother, think you have any fucking chance to hook this guy in for the long term? You are a pump and dump. I'm trying to save women from themselves. This is why it comes off as brutal, because other women will be like, yes, queen. Yes, you got a real one. Wow, quality. Move him in. Take care of him. Boss babe. Yeah, fine. Dick so good. Yeah. Your friends are fucking stupid. And they literally pray for your downfall because they can't stand to see you happy and successful. I'm telling you as a man what other men are doing in order to get in your pants and where you are on the totem pole, which is almost fucking nowhere as a single mother. That's the brutal truth. Get with your baby daddy. That's what you should be doing. You should be doing everything you can to make it work with your baby daddy, the father of your child. Stop looking for strange dick. Stop dating. It's over for you. No man you want will ever take you seriously. Now, if you want to simp, if you want a dude to boss around with no spine, a man you can baby and take care of like he's a fucking child, will sit in a room all day and play video games and not much else, then sure thing, you will get the bottom of the barrel as well. That's not a problem. I'm sure you could get a man that way. There's plenty of dudes that will literally sniff your fused up fucking panties for just a little bit of kitty. There are plenty of men that are desperate like that. But you don't want that guy, do you? Instead, you want to get swindled by this Tinder dude, this Polynesian-looking fucking, Hulk Chad that's literally moving in your house, got you paying all his bills, and all he did was pipe you up I don't know how many times. And dude's doing this with multiple women. Bro, is he living with the other one too?
To believe
Unreal.
that he was a good guy and that, we're just being faced with some challenges. There was no doubt in him when he was saying these things to me that they weren't real.
You felt that you had found Mr. Right.
Unbelievable.
Then you find out you're pregnant.
And we were both so happy. He was so happy to be a first-time dad. He said, oh, my mum's going to be so happy, finally a grandchild.
But when Cass was 5 months pregnant, Marcus announced he was moving back to Dubai. Cass says he told her he'd signed a 5-year contract with a top-tier engineering firm.
Yeah, walking to work. So this is the marina. It was out of the station, national station.
So he's sending me videos and photos of the work vehicle that he's got in. He's showing me videos of the building, of him walking to work, telling me how his day is.
Oh, my God.
Take the train there.
You already are a single mother, so you make bad decisions. You can't pick a man to father your child. You make another bad decision by getting pumped by this dude, and I'm assuming he just disappears off in Dubai and leaves you pregnant, and dudes dropping loads and seeds all over the place on these post-wall women, and that's it. That's it. This is the Tinder swindler. He's getting women pregnant who spread their legs knowingly, or I should say unknowingly, that he's going to just dump them right after because they think they found the perfect man, even though their current circumstances are absolute dog shit in relation to other women that this guy would potentially be able to get because of his position in life, at least the life that he was leading them on with. Never once did it occur to them, why would this guy want me in the first place? I'm special. He'll stick around. I'm pregnant. Yay. I got a Chad. Yeah, totally. He's going to stay with you, sis. Totally.
And behind there, that's my work.
Fucking hell.
Everything seemed pretty normal until I started sort of asking questions about, okay, when am I coming over?
That's when the cracks started to appear.
Babe, I need your help. I need to pay for this, and the embassy's only taking Aussie money. It's $105. Can you please transfer Henrik $465 to add to the flight fees? My bank's down here.
Marcus eventually flew Cass over to Dubai, but when she got there, there was no apartment and no work car.
I went through his bag because something just felt off. And I found a passport, and I remember my heart racing, and I'm reading it, and it says a last name that I don't even know how to pronounce. It says that he's 10 years older than what he's told me, and it says he's born in a country that he didn't tell me he was born in.
The name on his identification documents is Dita Paula Fakotoki. As it turns out, he's a 41-year-old Tongan citizen who was staying in Dubai on a tourist visa.
Your world must have just crumbled.
Oh, 100%. And I was pregnant with his child.
As a grovelling Marcus attempted to backtrack.
I didn't want my truth to burden you. What's got me anxious now is that I can't do my part as a father.
Oh, of course.
A cash-strapped and heavily pregnant Cass touched down in Australia with one mission: to expose Marcus Bennett.
This is my story of how I fell for a man who wasn't even real.
Cass's inbox exploded with other women claiming to have dated a version of Marcus.
OMG, he's still doing that. I dated him many years ago and he lied about everything back then too.
The same man dated my sister and got her pregnant.
Oh, my Lord.
Verborg recognised her ex immediately.
Marcus came across initially as very kind, very respectful. He was a real gentleman.
Lobke says Marcus insisted he move into her home after 2 dates and then didn't want to leave.
And I had a look in his car and everything was in his car. Everything. His car was chockers. It looked as if he had been booted out unexpectedly from a living arrangement. I thought, oh man, what have I opened myself up to?
Were you ever scared for your safety if you tried to kick Marcus out?
Marcus is a big man and he's a strong man. I didn't want to take a chance with what that could result in.
Living like a king on Lobke's dime, Marcus wasted no time gobbling up her groceries and treating it like his own, even moving his dog in. All the while sexting other women.
Wow!
Sending them selfies from Lobke's bed.
I felt really ashamed and I felt so stupid.
But Lobke claims the final straw came when she noticed unauthorised purchases made from her accounts.
He got into my PayPal and purchased 2 Apple Watches. But, you know, he might have also just wanted to be on time for his next scam.
Lobke kicked Marcus out and then reported him to the Queensland Police. Unbeknown to her, he was already on the radar of Victorian Police after another ex raised the alarm a year prior.
So it's this sort of almost delusional, compulsive lie.
And where's the accountability on the women? So they're framing this entire narrative as it's the guy's fault. He's a predator. He's taking advantage. But flip the script real quick. When women do this and worse, are they not the predators and we should feel bad for the men? Do we not get to have narrative spins like this on mainstream media about these absolute whores that use men for their money, for their time, for their attention, for their lifestyle, everything, until they leave him a husk empty with nothing? That doesn't make the news, does it? We just say, well, he was so stupid. What did he expect? She was young and beautiful, and he's old, and she's only after his money. He was stupid for even entertaining the thought that it could be real love. So women reel men in that are desperate for love and attention with that exact shtick right there. She really loves me for me. She's different than other women. And this guy's doing the same shit. You think he gives a fuck about any of these old hags or single mothers? But we don't tell women the same thing. We don't warn them to say, hey, you're a single mother. Hey, you're old as fuck. You're like 45. No, you're not going to keep a man that looks like this or has this kind of lifestyle that he's parading around. Don't waste your time because we can't, because it hurts their feelings, because you can't say that, because that's too mean. So we let women gaslight themselves, delude themselves, and absolve themselves of all accountability to their own detriment. And this is what you get. It's still we treat them like children. Still, we need to have videos like this and blame it. Tinder swindler. It's fucking insane.
This woman, who we're calling Jane, doesn't want to be identified. She says she dated Marcus back when he was living in Melbourne and posing as Paulie, an identical twin who'd done tours in Afghanistan.
If someone thinks it's ethically fine to lie about being in the army, the military, the police, lie about going to Anzac Day, and what else are they capable of?
Jane says after she noticed a few inconsistencies in Paulie's story, she hired a private investigator who she says confirmed her suspicions.
And then I said to him, I know that you're not who you say you are. And he, first of all, just denied. And then all of a sudden said, you're fast. And that's just where my stomach sank, because I realised that he was doing this to other women.
After being outed as a love rat on the internet, someone claiming Marcus was dead began messaging accounts resharing Cass's video.
The guy in one of the TikTok videos you shared sadly took his own life. There's been contact with his family as his parents are old and we're organising where we send the body.
That same person also happened to be job hunting in Dubai, posting pictures of their former work as a barber in Melbourne using pictures from a business formerly owned by Dieter Fakatolki.
No, I never made that up. And also, I'm not on Facebook.
In a remarkable twist, Marcus has risen from the grave, re-emerging on TikTok to share his side of the story.
I wasn't really using my actual name. Unless I found someone that is worth dating, then I will tell them who I am.
Yeah.
What I do and this and that, which is I never found anyone in the last one.
We offered Marcus, who's now going by the name Paul, the opportunity to be interviewed multiple times. He declined, but did tell us that due to the serious nature of what's been circulating online, he and his family have received numerous...
Anyways, comments are turned off, of course. Of course they're turned off. Good job, A Current Affair. Totally. Let's see. Here's another one from a year ago. Sydney woman loses life savings to tech scam. Of course. Okay, so this channel, whatever, this Current Affair shit in Australia, feminist hellhole. Anyways, we already know how bad Australia bros got it down under. Makes perfect sense. Of course, hit pieces on men. You know, nobody's saying this guy's a good guy and he's not a piece of shit for doing what he's doing. Nobody's absolving him of being, a piece of shit for what he's doing. But also, please frame this in a more neutral manner and just admit that women that are fucking desperate make bad decisions and that they're at fault here, because how many more fucking red flags do you need, of this guy's story not lining up or not knowing your own value in the market, deluding yourself and constantly ignoring the red flags because you're getting piped up by a man that's significantly better than probably most of the dudes that you're able to hook because of your circumstances in life and your attractive level. It's the fucking brutal reality of the dating market. We're all assigned a value. Live with it. You can either try to improve it or it'll get worse if you don't. We all know, every man knows how brutal the dating market is because most men aren't even doing well in dating. But women have been spoon-fed this bullshit of being told that they're pretty, that they're beautiful, that they have value, that they don't need to do anything, that simply existing is all that's needed, and that you don't need to know how to treat a man, and that you deserve everything, and having your cake and the cherry on top and all this shit, and men should cater to you, and all the toxic feminine bullshit dating advice that they're getting. And then this is what happens. They're hit with fucking reality. And the reality is you can't handle a man. Even him in his fucked up, scammy state is playing upon the value difference that these women refuse to accept. Hence why they get absolutely wrecked and scammed. The same exact way that an old man thinks he's talking to a 22-year-old girl and that she really loves him for him and not his fucking wallet. And will sign over his life away for everything. And women will go, yes, queen, you get that. Those soggy balls. Take him for everything he's got. If he's stupid enough to give everything away, as if you in your prime would ever be with him if he didn't have a... Same shit's happening here in the reverse. Same shit's happening here. As if you think you would get a man that's on his level genetically, whatever the fuck attractives, whatever it is that got you into this guy. You don't give a fuck what the reason is, but you didn't look at yourself and go, how old am I? What's my living condition? How attractive am I really? Single mother, all the other fucking issues that you have. You don't think that counts against you? And men that would be in his perceived position would just fucking gloss over your profile? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Dating apps show you who you deserve. Dating apps show you. It is what it is. Don't shoot the fucking messenger. I'm here to dispense real red pills, not coddle you. You may not like it. It comes off brash. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. No one else will tell you. So keep hurting yourself, stupid. You're either going to listen or you're not. If you don't want to, you can collect cats. I tell men the same brutal truths all the time. Ask, because I have women that are starting to watch this channel and they think all I do is bash women. But the men will tell you that I go in extra hard on men because no one's coming to save them. You don't have a bailout. There is no bailout in between your legs. Anyways, hope everybody enjoyed this one. Avoid the scams. If it's too good to be true, it is 99.9% of the time. See you on the next one.